She sent a text to a former British spy. It said, "If anything ever happened to me, do not believe the official story." Then she vanished, and now the FBI is involved. Her name was Amy Eskridge. She was 34 years old. She lived in Huntsville, Alabama, right next to a NASA base. She wasn't just smart, she was one of the most gifted researchers in the country. Chemistry, physics, electrical engineering, genetic engineering, she mastered all of it. But what made her a target, at least in her words, what she was building, free energy, anti-gravity technology that, if real, would wipe out the oil industry overnight. She knew exactly how risky that was. She said it herself on camera. "If you stick your neck out in public, at least someone notices. If your head gets chopped off." She stuck her neck out.
I started the Institute for one reason, the Institute. I started it as a public-facing persona to disclose anti-gravity technology through. Because, I told Mark this, if you stick your neck out in public, at least someone notices if your head gets chopped off.
Hit subscribe and like right now. This one goes much deeper. Amy didn't just believe free energy was possible, she believed it had already been found at least 4 separate times and suppressed every single time.
Discovered 4 other times. He said it has been suppressed every single. And he said, I don't think they're gonna suppress it this time. He said, I think you're in.
She pointed to another scientist as proof, a woman named Dr. Ning Li. Ning Li worked for the US Department of Defense on anti-gravity research. Her work was groundbreaking. Then in 2014, she was in a severe car crash that left her with severe brain damage. Her research stopped overnight.
Is closer than we think. Dr. Ning Lee was a brilliant physicist. In the 1990s, she shocked the scientific world with her research on anti-gravity, a theory that hinted at the impossible. Years later, she left academia to pursue her dream of creating anti-gravity technology through her company, AC Gravity, LLC. The US Department of Defense took notice, funding her work and shrouding her research in secrecy. Then, in 2003, she suddenly disappeared from public view. Rumors began to swirl. Some claimed she was working on classified government projects. Others whispered she had been approached by foreign governments, lured back to China with promises or threats. Years later, her son revealed the truth. Ning Lee had suffered a tragic car accident, leaving her with brain damage. She withdrew from the world. Groundbreaking research left unfinished.
Amy saw that as a warning. She told people publicly that scientists who got close to the truth had a habit of vanishing from the public life or being silenced. She said she needed to get her work out fast before something happened to her. She said, "I have to publish because it's only going to get worse until I publish." She never published. Now here's where it gets very hard to ignore. In the months before she vanished, Amy started reporting something terrifying. She said she was being attacked, not online, physically. She sent pictures of her hands to Frank Milbourne, a former British intelligence officer she had been in contact with. Her hands were badly burned and discolored. In footage that has since gone viral, you can hear her say her hands had been burned beyond recognition.
I've been typing on this offline computer right here, super sensitive for the past several days, with this window right here to my right and that window door right there to my left. And my hands have been burned to hell and back as I've been typing, because you can beam me through there and through there, and you can get a 3D image of what I'm typing. Because this computer doesn't have a Wi-Fi card, you can't hack it, but you can maybe get a 3D image of me typing. So like we just did that as an act of pure desperation. And guess what? I feel better immediately. Like my hands still burn because there's damage. But it's like my body relaxed when we barricaded. And it was like, oh, like relief, like immediately. Because they're hitting me through I'm sitting here typing on this thing. Like, directed energy weapons are about harming and harassing people, but they're also sometimes surveillance mechanisms where you can't hack the computer because there's no Wi-Fi card, but you can send microwaves in to get a 3D image of me typing on the keyboard, and you can reconstruct what I'm typing by microwaving me, even though you can't hack it because there's no Wi-Fi card. That's the type of shenanigans going on right now. Like, that's the reality of like directed energy tools and weapons. Like, that's kind of the shit that's going on.
She believed someone was using a directed energy weapon on her. A weapon that uses microwave energy to harm someone from a distance. These weapons are real. The US government has confirmed it. They are linked to what is called Havana syndrome. American officials stationed abroad reported the exact same symptoms: burning, pain, neurological damage. Congress launched a full investigation. Amy said it was happening to her. Then at a conference, two men walked up to her. They warned her she could be made to disappear. One of them mentioned Dr. Ning Lee by name. She sent Milbourne everything: the text, the photos, the footage. She told him if anything ever happened to her, not to believe any official report. Then Amy Eskridge was never heard from again. You are still here, which means you get it. Subscribe and follow the channel so you never miss one of these. Now let's keep it going. Frank Milbourne has since spoken publicly about what Amy told him. He said she believed she was being both physically and psychologically targeted because of her work in propulsion technology. He said based on her symptoms, the burnt hands, the physical effects, she appeared to be a victim of directed energy attacks consistent with Havana syndrome.
Because they were working on projects with Amy Eskridge and everybody around her was being attacked. So it was basically it was a policy to stop her, to debilitate her and dissuade her from working, debilitate her if they couldn't get her to stop working, and then to terrorize her by isolating her completely by attacking everybody around her as well.
Republican Congressman Eric Burleson later stated that Amy had been telegraphing to friends and family that she was being harassed, and that Milbourne's investigation pointed towards directed energy weapon use. Now, Amy's father has spoken publicly too. He is a former NASA worker himself. He said he does not believe anything suspicious happened to his daughter. He said scientists face the same risk as everyone else. That matters. We have to be straight about that.
According to NASA, Richard Eskridge is a retired engineer whose many projects included novel work on a system to propel spacecraft with high-speed plasmoids. In speaking with him, Eskridge dismissed any link between his daughter to the 10 other scientists who've mysteriously gone missing over the past few years. All had links to government secrets and programs tied to military defense and UFOs. Richard Eskridge did not want to be interviewed, but he told me on the phone, scientists also just like other people. Nonetheless, suspicion abounds.
But we also have to be straight about the warning she left behind, the photos, the footage, the men at the conference, the explicit message to Milbourne. Both things are in the records, and that is exactly why this case will not go away. Here's what changed in 2026. Amy became the 11th name added to a list of US scientists all linked to advanced research in space, nuclear weapons, or classified technology who have either gone missing or are no longer accounted for in the last few years. Let me give you a few names. William McCasland, a retired US Air Force general who worked in advanced propulsion and directed energy systems. He went missing on a hike in New Mexico in February 2026. He left his phone behind and his glasses. Monica Reza, a director of NASA's Jet Propulsion Lab, missing since June 2025. Frank Maywald, a principal researcher at NASA's Jet Propulsion Lab, gone in 2024. Anthony Chavez, linked to Los Alamos National Laboratory, missing since May 2025. Melissa Cassius, also connected to Los Alamos, missing since June 2025. And several more. The FBI now is officially investigating all of them together. The House Oversight Committee has launched a full probe. The White House confirmed it's still working with every relevant agency to look for links between the cases. President Trump said on record, "I hope it's random, but we're going to find out."
What do you think is happening here, and do you think that this is connected or totally random?
Well, I hope it's random, but we're going to know in the next week and a half. I just left the meeting on that subject, so pretty serious stuff. But we're going to be hopefully, I don't know, coincidence, if you whatever you want to call it. But some of them were very important people, and we're going to look at it over the next short time.
Congressman Burleson said on record, this has all the hallmarks of a foreign operation, possibly China, Russia, or Iran. This is not fringe. This is happening right now in 2026. Now, I want to be fair because this channel does not just push one angle. Some scientists and researchers say there is a straightforward explanation. Over 700,000 people in the US hold top secret clearance in aerospace and nuclear programs. Across several years, statistically, a number of them will go missing or face serious problems. It is sad, but it may just be numbers. One medical expert describes the pattern as a trick of the brain, where we find connections between things that are actually not linked. Amy's own father holds that view. These are real points. They deserve space in this conversation. But here is what I keep coming back to. The number theory does not explain Amy's warnings. It does not explain the photos of her hands. It does not explain the men at the conference who mentioned Dr. Ning Lee by name. It does not explain why she told Milbourne specifically not to trust any official count of what happened to her. That's not a trick of the brain. This is documented paper trail. Amy Eskridge co-founded the Institute for Exotic Science with one goal: to get suppressed technology out into the open. She said publicly that researchers who reported breakthrough would disappear from public work, start publishing, go quiet. She went quiet. Her research never came out. The Institute for Exotic Science went silent, and 11 scientists later, the FBI, the White House, and the Congress are still asking the same questions millions of people are now asking. Where did they go and why? I will let you decide what you believe. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think this is all one big coincidence or something much bigger being hidden from us? I read every single comment. The next video goes deeper on more fringe conspiracy theories of Amy's actual claims regarding things that we see today as aliens actually being future human beings who have come back in time from 42,000 years. So make sure you watch this video to get ready for the next one. I look forward to hearing from you. Peace.